As promised, I am back with part 2 of transitioning my capsule wardrobe to spring. So today I'm going to troubleshoot, I'm going to go through and I'm going to try on some things, and then I'm going to organize my wardrobe. So come on and let's do this together. So I think I'm going to let the denim jacket go, actually. I think that it feels like there's a lot going on with the pockets and it's cropped, and it's not that it looks bad, but I don't know that I'm going to reach for it. So I'm going to put it over here in the probably donating pile. Whereas this one, which is more of an overshirt, it's 100% cotton, and it is more of a true blue. It's not quite a blazer, but it's not quite a shirt either. And I don't know, it feels more me. And I'm not exactly sure how I would wear it, what I would wear it with. That's what I've got to play around with. This feels better to me than that did. It's definitely a different fit. The other one is, like I said, more cropped, and it's not bad. This just feels better, I think. This is definitely thicker, and that is definitely more comfortable. So, you know, just differences in the things here. I'm trying out my $1 yard sale dress today. This is an Old Navy dress, and the only thing that I am on the fence about is just the elastic. So it has a piece of elastic here that I would say is maybe an 1/8 of an inch, maybe a 1/4 of an inch, and it kind of flip-flops. So what I mean is, when you first put it on, you think, is it supposed to be higher like this, or is it supposed to be more of a drop waist? Well, I'm not really a fan of drop waist dresses because they hit me at my widest point. I don't love it. And actually, as I'm like moving around throughout the day, it like creeps up anyway. I'm not walking around doing this, but as I'm reaching for things and as I'm doing things, it naturally comes up here. So I don't know if I love the extra fabric here that happens when it goes like that. So today is my first day trying it out and wearing it around. It is a little shorter. I'm not uncomfortable, but it is above the knee. So trying that out today. Okay, I do have laundry going, so if you hear that in the background, sorry. I think what I'm going to do is put all the things in one section that need a little something done to them. So I did end up keeping 2 of the dresses from the Thread Up haul that need some attention. So this one, I wasn't content with the sleeves, but otherwise I liked the dress. So I am going to alter or pay someone to alter. I'd like to do it myself. I'm not sure if I can, but either do a shorter sleeve or a flutter sleeve, or somehow just take some of the bulk out of this shoulder. So that will go in the section that I know when I look at that section, I need to do something with it. This dress is another one that it had a little bit of a larger armhole, and it just came down a little too low. So I think if I just take it up just a little in each shoulder, it will fix the issue. So these two are gonna be together. And then I think this is the last one. This was one that I thrifted in the last couple of months, and I featured it in one of my videos. But it actually has a large opening here, large enough that I think that there should be an extra button here. It kind of bothers me how open it is. It feels like it should be closed more. So I'm going to search my button collection and see if maybe I have a button that I could just tack there, or I may even just put a tiny little stitch to close that gap a little and make it so that it makes more sense to me. I do actually plan to do kind of a closet makeover and give my closet an uplift, make some changes, and make it a little more functional, make it a little more pretty, but that's probably going to be a fall project. Okay, so there are a couple of pieces that are in the wash that are hang drying right now, so I will kind of insert pictures and show those to you. But I want to show you first the organization system that I have right now, and then I'm going to tell you how many items I currently have, and I'm going to walk you through them. All right, so here's a look at the organization system of the closet. So of course I have extra shoes up top, and then these are my fall and winter bins and summer bins. I also do have some summer clothes folded on this shelf back here that I will rotate out once it gets a little warmer. So back here, I know it's kind of hard to tell, I have my dresses hanging, and I have most of them 2 dresses to a hanger, and it's just easier for them to be folded over the hanger like that as opposed to hanging all the way down because the bottom of the closet has a lot going on. Then I have my pants. I have my sleeveless tops. I have short sleeves. I have long sleeves. I have long sleeves that have collars. And then I have layering pieces here. And then right here is where I put those 3 pieces that I showed you that I need to do some work on. All right, so we are sitting at around 44 or 45 pieces. And it's not necessarily where we are going to stay, but until I continue to work through the pieces and decide if they're going to stay or they're going to go, we're just going to stick with around that 44 or 45 mark. Of course, 33 is a starting point and you don't absolutely have to stay there. So that's just where we're going to begin. That number does not include accessories or jewelry. It is just shoes and clothing. So let's hop in. I'm going to show you what specifically I have and where I purchased it. These 3 dresses were from my part 1 video, so you have already seen them. These were the ones that were definite yeses. So we have this beautiful blue gingham. This is Max Studio, and this is a longer dress. This one was from the Thread Up haul that I had a few weeks ago. I'll link that down below if you missed it. And then we have another longer one. This is by Loft, and it's a green floral that has kind of a fitted smocked top and then kind of some puffier sleeves. It features a square neck. And this one was actually something I bought from a friend. And then we have this really beautiful blush colored floral. It has a tie waist and it has a collar. The brand of it is Orange Creek, and it was a thrift store find. All right, these next 2 feature a blue jean color. So this first one was one that I think I got from Mercari or Poshmark. The brand on it is Isabella Sinclair, and it has pockets. It's a blue with a white stripe. It's just a very loose fitting short sleeve dress. The other one we have is a denim shirt dress. It is actually Gap Maternity, and I did wear it in my pregnancies, but it can easily transition to whenever you are not expecting. And that was a thrifted find. I have one more dress that is hanging to dry right now from the laundry. But these 2 are interesting because they actually did not make it into the capsule last spring and summer. So I ended up hanging on to them. I did not declutter them, but they weren't worn last year. So I have to make the decision. They're not going to sit in that state this year. They're either going to be in the capsule or I'm going to say goodbye to them. So this is an Old Navy floral dress. It is tiered, and again, it's a long one. I bought that one new at Old Navy. You won't hear me say that very much ever, but I did buy that one new. And then this one is the brand Levica, and it is a kind of periwinkle color. This one is a different material than any of the other ones. It is almost like a yoga pant material. That's the only thing I can think to compare it to. It has some definite stretch to it. It's a very comfortable dress. So yeah, these are kind of in their trial period, I would say. There is one lone skirt in the capsule. This is a thrifted skirt. The brand is Vintage Blue. And this has been in my capsule for the past several springs. So for now, it will stay in here. We'll see if it'll stay for the whole season, but for now it's in here. All right, moving right along, let's look at pants. So I mentioned this white pair of pants last week. These are Old Navy and they were thrifted. They were a great find. These blue and white ones were also thrifted. The brand is Evan Picone or Evan Picone. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I do have a dark pair of skinny Loft denim, but these may or may not stay. I tend to wear lighter wash jeans more in the spring and summer, so again, trial period. And I believe those were also thrifted. A few more pairs of thrifted jeans. One pair is dirty, but it is a light wash pair of Loft jeans. They were either thrift or Plato's Closet, and they really fit me well. And then I have a pair of high-rise light denim. These were thrifted Old Navy. And then I have a pair of Crown and Ivy mom jeans, and these were bought at Clothes Mentor. We currently have 4 sleeveless tops in the capsule. The first one was thrifted. The brand is Green Envelope, Los Angeles. It is a navy and white button down, and it has a tie at the bottom. After that, we have another thrifted one. This is the brand Exhilaration. This is one of the few red pieces that I have in my wardrobe. And then we have 2 white ones here. The first one is the brand Kari. It definitely is on the thinner side, so I do have to just kind of watch what I wear with it. but it features this really beautiful subtle gold leaf pattern, also thrifted. And then the last one, again thrifted, is the brand TCEC, and it is just so dainty and beautiful. I love all of the details. It has a really pretty lace overlay. All right, short sleeve tops. There are actually 3 that are laying or hanging to dry, so I will have to insert those. So that would be, let's see, 3 in there. So there's 5 total. This one is thrifted. I think actually the brand might be Shein or Shein. There's really not a brand tag on here. But this was featured last year, and I mentioned it last week in my definites. And then the other one is something that I thrifted in the past month or 2, and it is called Loose Fit Cotton On Garments. And it is just a beige and white striped top, and it has this beige collar here. Yes, I am a fan of stripes. Yes, I have too many, so you don't have to say it. I'm already well aware. I do have a solid top in there that is long sleeve that is drying, but anyway, all 3 of these are stripes. Again, we'll see if they all stay. This one I've had for quite a while. It's Forever 21. I think it actually is long enough that it might have been something that I bought brand new. The next one is Loft, and it sort of features where it looks like you have a shirt underneath it. Again, thrifted. And then this is a Tommy Hilfiger striped, and again, thrifted. All right, these are the collared tops. This one I was wearing in my part 1 video. My mother-in-law gave me this. Blue and white striped, gorgeous, gorgeous top. I have 2 in the kind of chambray denim family. So this first one is Crown and Ivy. Again, mother-in-law gave it to me. Thanks, mother-in-law. And then this one is a classic fit Levi's, and this one was thrifted. And it did have this really obnoxious red tag right here. And also one of the dresses I'm going to show you had the same thing. And I wondered if I would have to get a seam ripper to get that out, but I just cut it and it came right off. The last one was again thrifted. The brand is A&A, A New Approach, and it is this beautiful green. It's very lightweight. It's very just easy to wear. It's very drapey. I mentioned this blazer last week. It is linen. It's a beautiful piece, and this was sent to me by a friend. All right, the last few layering pieces here. So this is that blue one that I tried on earlier that I was trying to kind of decide about next to the jeans jacket. So there's that. This is more of a casual pullover jacket, very, very soft, kind of a dusty gray blue. And then I have that teal turquoise pullover that I have shown you before. All right, our last 2 pieces are those cardigans that I showed you in part 1. These were both thrifted. This one is Christopher and Banks. It is more of a cropped fit, and I usually wear this as a top on its own. And then this one is the brand Mud Pie, and it is very slouchy with pockets, and it just looks good over anything. It is the perfect layering piece. I really like how it lays. It's just very comfy. Now, of course, once I do the alterations here and once I add that little stitch or button down here, these will be added to the capsule. All right, here's the dress that was hanging up. I have mentioned it before. It is a thrifted find. The brand is Woolrich, and it is green with like a floral pattern. It's got 3 buttons here. It's just over knee length, and it is more of a longer sleeve. This is the long sleeve top. This was in a thrift haul recently. This is the Perfectly Soft Kim Rogers tee, and it's kind of in a camel color. And then these are the 3 short sleeve tops that I mentioned that were hanging up. So you saw this one last week in part 1. This is from Walmart originally, but it's thrifted. It's just a really pretty floral pattern. And then this one is striped. It's got ties on the sleeves. It was also thrifted. Oh, and the brand of this one is Cynthia Rowley. And then the last one is new as of this week. The brand is Mirokiti. I'm not really sure what that brand is, but this was also thrifted. So certainly if I am out and about at yard sales or thrifting and I see something that's on my list of things that I've been searching for, then I will pick it up and maybe trade it out for something else. But for now, this is the capsule. Now, as far as shoes, these are the ones that I am including at least for now. But these are my saltwater sandals. I talked about them last week. They are all leather and I expect them to last me a long time. These were a Plato's Closet find. They are just a pair of Adidas gray and white tennis shoes. And then again, I mentioned these last week. My Steve Madden rattan mules. I really love the fact that when I look at my closet, most of these things came from thrift stores or yard sales. So speaking of that, I have a really fun video coming out soon and I would love your participation. So I'm going to be filming a Q&A, which is something that I haven't really done before. So if you have any questions about thrifting or yard sales or our renovation or our life or me or anything that you want to know, if you will leave that down below, I will try if I can to add your question to the video. Now, if you liked this video and you would like to see some of the outfits kind of put together, if you'd like to see a week of outfits from my Spring Project 333 Capsule Wardrobe, just make sure to give this video a like. Thank you guys so much for coming along. I really appreciate you being here. This is such a fun community and I'm so glad you're a part of it. All right, thanks for watching guys, and I will talk to you soon.